Hello Moto Sinners, MotoCynical again. Thank you for joining me on our safari today. Today we will be taking an adventure deep into the Americas, the United States to be more precise. Today we will be observing and learning about the Harley Davidson motorcycle rider. Harley riders are simply one of many diverse breeds of motorcyclists, an expansive and diverse species that can be found on almost all continents and regions of the world. Although motorcyclist populations are vast and varied, researchers across the world are beginning to fear the worst for this species as their numbers dwindle more and more each year. One breed that seems to be suffering the most from this decline is the Harley rider, a specific breed typically found in the United States. These majestic creatures once flooded rural America in large herds, much like bison once did. Unfortunately, similar to the bison, humans and their modern technology seem to be putting these American icons on the endangered species list. Some experts argue that climate change may actually be at fault for their dwindling population, but most Harley riders simply write that off as a hoax or conspiracy entirely. As with all breeds of motorcyclist, the Harley rider differs greatly in appearance from other breeds. Although there can be a great deal of individualism and self-expression within this breed, there are also a lot of blue jeans, assless chaps, and black leather vests. Essentially, while some individuals may vary greatly from other members of the population, most wear slightly personalized versions of the exact same outfit. The most extreme instances of individualism in their appearances can be found when a Harley rider simply refuses to wear motorcycle gear at all, and wears only a minimal protection helmet, often not even DOT or ECE certified. If you are unsure whether or not you have spotted a Harley rider in the wild, some of the best clues may involve their clothing and physical appearance. Do not be fooled, however, by simply seeing Harley Davidson branded clothing, as this has become a common brand that many non-riders and cagers wear regardless of their motorcycling status. In fact, some experts have stated that Harley Davidson is better described as a clothing company that sells motorcycles, rather than a motorcycle company that sells clothing. Not every Harley rider sports patches, vests, and leathery sun-baked skin that matches their favorite pair of assless chaps though. Many of today's modern Harley riders are simply just middle-aged, upper-middle-class Americans looking for a $40,000 motorcycle to help cling to lost youth and or waning ego. No, Richard, you're not a Hell's Angel. You're a rising member of a prestigious law firm. Another great way to identify a Harley rider is to go on public roadways and look for motorcycles being hauled on trailers instead of being ridden. This is because many, but clearly not all, modern Harley riders are either too casual and or inexperienced to ride all the way to Sturgis or Street Vibrations on their hog, or because the motorcycle is broken down and in need of repairs. Essentially, if you see a street-legal motorcycle in a trailer, it's likely a Harley Davidson. Many breeds of motorcyclist can be considered pack animals, but the Harley rider can often be more accurately described as a herd animal instead, due to their tendency to form very large and loud herds, likely in an attempt to intimidate predators. Their most common predators are young drivers with cell phones, but they do often appear very uneasy around modern ideas, technology, and sometimes even soap as well. Herds are not used only for intimidating predators though. Harley riders can be extremely territorial and may find themselves in territory disputes with rival herds over resources and watering holes, more commonly known as dive bars. These fascinating creatures have a surprisingly complex system of communication. When a male Harley rider wants to attract the attention of a potential mate, they will often rev their excessively loud motorcycle while possibly shouting obscenities at them. This differs greatly though from the way one may interact with a potential threat or rival. When a Harley rider wants to intimidate a potential threat or rival, they will often rev their excessively loud motorcycle while possibly shouting obscenities at them. Another interaction that differs even more greatly from the previous two examples is when a Harley rider interacts with a friend or fellow member of their herd. When a Harley rider greets a friend or ally, they will often rev their excessively loud motorcycle while possibly shouting obscenities at them. Although it may be difficult for non-experts to truly grasp or understand this complex form of communication, it is still very easy for one to appreciate such societal complexities from what are often wrongly considered primitive and anachronous creatures. Thank you for joining me on this Harley safari today. As we wrap things up and head back, remember to keep your hands and feet inside of the vehicle. And also, please avoid bringing up foreign motorcycles, vegans, and or millennials in front of the wildlife. It can make them aggressive and uneasy. If you find yourself in a tight spot, a quick God bless America and a Coors or Bud Light may just save your life. Ride safe, ride cynical, and have a great day. Bye-bye.